We now know more about the death of a firefighter late last night. Officials say he was responding to a call when he died.
And how will Perry County use the more than $700,000 in opioid settlement funds?
Well, today's showers are gone, but more possible before the weekend is out. We're breaking down those chances straight ahead as Mountain News at 6 starts now.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
A late-night firefighting effort in Dickinson County, Virginia, resulted in the death of one man who has served the community in one capacity or another for years.
WYMT's Buddy Forbes has more about the firefighter, forestry employee, and friend to many.
Rocky Wood was the kind of guy you wanted on your team.
Almost the perfect employee for the Virginia Department of Forestry. Very dependable, a lot of initiative, hard-working, can-do kind of attitude. So friendly to be around.
Which made him the perfect fit to devote his time to public service.
He's a longtime fire chief for the Hayside Volunteer Fire Department. You know, Rocky's just known as somebody that's willing to volunteer to help wherever needed. Now, that carries forth not just in forestry, not just in wildfire control, but just really in all aspects of his community life.
That desire to show up for his people is what fueled the vice mayor to take on the front line, fighting fires like the 15-acre blaze that resulted in his death after he crashed on an ATV Thursday night, working to contain the flames.
Certainly, you know, Rocky's passing is just a real blow, not just to our agency, but really this whole community in multiple counties in this part of the state.
Leaving behind a community of loved ones and a list of accomplishments.
The training and experience and knowledge of the community, the skills that somebody, you know, like Rocky has, you know, it's just, I mean, it's almost immeasurable, quite frankly. And it's, you know, it's just a tragic situation.
With a legacy that will never be replaced.
You know, certainly all his co-workers will share in that, but we just want to recognize the family for having such a tragic loss in this time.
Forever a hero in Hayside, in Dickinson County, Virginia. Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Services for the fallen firefighter have not yet been announced, but we will update our website with those once they are available.
One person is dead and another recovering following another crash involving an ATV. This one happened last night on Chestnut Road in Whitley County. When crews arrived, they found a Can-Am Maverick side-by-side overturned, throwing both people inside the vehicle. The driver and a passenger were taken to Baptist Regional Medical Center in Corbin. The driver was pronounced dead there. No word on the passenger's condition, and no names are being released right now. One southeastern Kentucky man will spend 3 years behind bars for his role in a drug case. On Wednesday, 51-year-old Christopher Hayes of Williamsburg entered a guilty plea in Whitley Circuit Court to several charges, including meth trafficking. The case stems from an ongoing investigation from May 2022 when Williamsburg police officers served a search warrant at his home and found meth, drug paraphernalia, pills, marijuana, and cash.
One Eastern Kentucky Sheriff's Office had a busy day earlier this week and have worked tirelessly battling the spread of illegal narcotics. WYMT's Jordan Mullins has more from the Letcher County Sheriff's Office and how its deputies are making a difference.
The Letcher County Sheriff's Office three-man department say they had a busy start to their week.
On Tuesday, we made at least 3 arrests that was involving drug charges.
But Sheriff Mickey Steins says it's all in a day's work for him and his 2 deputies.
We've caught one individual with 1.5 pounds. We've caught several individuals with ounces, 100 grams plus. We've had multiple cases.
And throughout his time as sheriff, drug-related incidents have always been a problem, keeping the small agency busy.
Starting the 5th year of this first year of my 2nd term, 5 years total, the 2 road deputies have removed over 7 pounds of methamphetamine.
Despite the numerous arrests, Sheriff Steins believes the best way to battle drugs is to battle addiction itself.
Get them into treatment, see if we can get their life changed, see if we can get their family back for them, get their kids back, get them a job, let them be a productive member of society.
But vows to keep taking illegal narcotics off the streets.
We're going to continue the next 4 years to remove as much drugs as we can. If you're selling dope or you're using dope and you're involved in the drug scene, we're going to be on your tail. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's my job, and we're going to do it.
Working to keep communities safe. In Letcher County, Jordan Mullins, WYMT Mountain News.
Sheriff Steins added that it is important for smaller agencies like his to work together to solve the drug problems plaguing communities across the Commonwealth.
The Perry County government is planning to distribute opioid settlement funds. WYMT's Chandler Wilcox tells us how local leaders are finding ways to fight substance abuse.
The Perry County Fiscal Court received a little less than $800,000 in opioid settlement funds, and they're looking to spend a lot of it in here.
A jail serves a purpose, and it holds violent criminals that commit acts against society. But when you try to arrest your way out of a drug problem, we've seen that it does not work.
The Kentucky River Regional Jail serves multiple counties, but it was built without areas like classrooms and more recovery cells that can benefit drug rehab. But jail administrations say they can create that space with funding.
I mean, it's a perfect place, perfect location for them to receive some kind of training, some kind of education to deal with the issues that they have. And, you know, I'm a firm believer, really, if you got a year in jail over substance abuse, you know, that you need a year of rehab in jail.
Addiction recovery specialists believe action in jail can prevent relapse when they leave.
It's more than just a criminal act or something that they do that they're fully accountable for. It is a sickness that needs treated.
Judge Executive Scott Alexander says action will lead people overcoming addiction to feeling cared for.
Anytime that we can try to get someone into a program to where they can come out and succeed and become a productive member of society is what we're going to try to accomplish.
Jail administration have already implemented work release programs, and they're looking to possibly enhance them with the settlement funds. In Hazard, Chandler Wilcox, WYMT Mountain News.
Chandler, thank you. Perry County Judge Executive Scott Alexander says additional funds from the settlement will be distributed by the state throughout the next 12 years.
Watching some showers push out of the region, others on their way in, not necessarily tonight, but as we head closer to tomorrow night out there, all is quiet except for some of the traffic there around the traffic circle in downtown Somerset. 43 chilly degrees, the current reading there. We're 36 at UVA-wise. Overcast remains overhead at this point, and plenty of it. Just a few showers into portions of West Virginia, a few more trying to get going across southern parts of the Buckeye State. We may see a few more, maybe even a few flurries tonight, but no big deal out there. Upper 30s, low 40s out there. We'll continue to see temperatures in the low 40s, even middle 40s, the further south that we go. 33 tonight, calm winds, or at least calmer winds after some breezy conditions earlier. Skies will try to clear ahead of a dry day tomorrow. Guys, details on when we see a return to some rainy weather in a few minutes.
Evan, thanks. UK basketball fans have invaded Music City in anticipation of a UK run to the tournament title.
Kentucky is the #3 seed and will place a scalding hot Vandy team later tonight. Brian Milam joins us now from Nashville with our Big Blue coverage.
Kentucky started the season ranked as the preseason #4 team in the country, but as we know, this ride has been anything but smooth. But still, somehow, Kentucky rebounded late in the year to get a great seed at the SEC tournament. We have heard from the players all season, and you could see the toll of all the negativity, the losses, the backlash at certain players, Coach Cal, and so on. Through it all, this team has found a way to keep it all together.
I think our guys are locked in. I think we've been really assignment sound in terms of the game plan and execution, being connected, being locked in, doing the little things that you have to do at the end of the year in order to continue to be playing. Even being short-handed, a few guys down at Arkansas, other guys stepped up, and that was big. The growth of this team, the maturity of this team, and the fight in this team.
And I think you have to give credit where credit is due. Throughout all of the backlash, which was tough to watch play out, like Coach Antigua said, this team has showed maturity and they showed a fight to get through it all. We'll see what they do tonight with the Vanderbilt Commodores. In Nashville, the SEC tournament, Brian Milam, WYMT Mountain News.
The late tip-off with UK and Vanderbilt should be somewhere around 9:30 to 9:45, and the winner goes to the semifinals Saturday.
Well, coming up, showers working out for now, cold air replacing them. Details coming up after this. Plus,
a controversial bill that some say is anti-LGBTQ legislation has passed the Senate. More on the bill and where it is going next.
WYMT News app offers alerts on